fine. Right. Hi, Chris Dummet.
Yes.
Joining me. You are the chairman. Are you called the chairman?
I am the chairperson, maybe. I don't know.
The
Yeah,
chairperson. Okay, of Carry On Delph. Can you tell us what this your community project is all about, or your community initiative is all about?
Sure. So Carry On Delph is a locally based community scheme for people of Delph. It's open to everybody within Delph. The idea sprung out of as all best ideas do, a meeting in a pub, the White Lion in Delph, and Alan the barman and owner there set up this initiative to say, hey, we've got a crisis on our way. Can we come together as a community? The meeting was well attended by about 40 people, I think, which was amazing. I was a bit shocked, actually. I thought a few quiet pints and a few people get our heads together. It actually turned out to be a massive success. Following on from that, we established ourselves as a community group, Carry On Delph. Why would we say that? We want to carry on just being Delph, so it seemed like an appropriate name. We formed a committee of about 12 people. There's a real mixed bag from across our community there, who are all really fantastic supports to the team. And within that, we've then generated a volunteer group of about 150 volunteers, many of who are DBS security cleared, checked. So we try to keep in our mind that we want to protect people, we want to protect ourselves, not be too formal about it. At the end of the day, we're here to help people within our community that are vulnerable. And by vulnerable doesn't mean you have to be old or disabled or have any kind of anything holding you back. Particularly, if you feel vulnerable, then we're here to help. It's as simple as that.
So you say you've got 150 volunteers. Do you know what the are you just covering Delph?
So currently we're only covering Delph. I think part of our
what's
ambition
the population
is
of Delph, do you know, ish?
Population, well, what I can tell you is, on the back of a pub quiz from about 5 years ago, the population was 2,244.
Right.
So on that basis, we've added up a little bit more. We've got to maybe 2,500. We don't know the statistics, but we know we've got about that many people in our community.
Right.
So we know there's our neighbouring communities that are also starting these initiatives to try and look after their own community. We're not going to exclude anybody, clearly, but the idea is we try and keep it simple, look after our community first. Anybody who needs help, we're a good bunch in Delph. We'll help anybody that needs it.
Absolutely, brilliant. Okay. And what does somebody do if they feel they need some help? They are vulnerable, perhaps isolated at home, no one to help them.
Okay, so our original strategy was to try and reach out to our community, and the way we've done that is we've partnered with, well, I say partnered, I use the term loosely, but we've partnered with the co-op team in Delph, and Chris, the manager there, has been absolutely fantastic in supporting our cause. He's managed to convince his peers within the co-op group that just supporting locally by using some branding on some of our information, we get a bit of trust in what we're doing. So we partner with the co-op, we've partnered with the Royal Mail. Royal Mail have helped distribute all of these leaflets free of charge, which has been amazing. And Tim, who's a local resident and manager within the Royal Mail scheme, he's managed to pull that together. Our first touch point, if you will, was to get all of the leaflets out to every resident within the community. On there there's a telephone number of the White Lion at Delph, and Alan, the landlord there, has kindly offered to be a hub for our community. He's manning the phones because he's not currently pulling pints. He's turned himself into a would-be receptionist, and he'll take the messages. He passes them into our volunteer liaison officer, which is Kath. Kath then goes out to the volunteer group to say, such and such a body at an address needs a pint of milk or would like a newspaper, so on and so on. And that's the way we've originally got in contact with our local residents. Beyond that, we've set up a WhatsApp group, Carry On Delph. We have a Facebook page, Carry On Delph, and you can follow us on Twitter, on Delph. So got quite a few social media channels, but we're mindful that this is never going to replace people on the street looking after the neighbours. Just open your curtain, have a look around. If somebody needs help, we'll be there for you. They're the channels currently that we have open to us.
How is the co-op helping out?
So currently it's a fairly relaxed arrangement. Co-op have kindly offered to show a few of our leaflets, and they have a small stack behind the till. So if they know someone that's vulnerable because they're regular shoppers into the store, they'll hand them one of our cards and say, "Get in touch." And they're doing that. If they get the opportunity to, they will reserve some stock, but it really is on a needs basis.
Mm-hmm.
By no means prioritising anybody. But if someone's really vulnerable, I'm sure our community wouldn't mind that a toilet roll was put behind someone who really couldn't get out of the house. And it's the spirit in which I think Delph is built upon, which is people being there for people, and the co-op of being part of that. They're sort of following
Absolutely.
suit.
Yeah. And can I ask, what was Delph like when we did when lots of people went out and clapped for the NHS? Did you have?
It's amazing. It's amazing, actually. I live just out. Well, I live within the village, but not in the village itself. So we're quite high up, about 1,200 feet. So we're quite lucky that we get to see over the village. And the noise was incredible. It's quite emotional, to be fair. So we had our pans, and because we're quite far away, we're banging away on the pans to try and make ourselves heard. But the noise was just, really, really quite something.
Right. All the very best with it. And if Saddle with Life or myself as a co-op representative can help in any way, then please let us know. But obviously, as I say, I'm reasonably stuck at home at the moment. So I do get out with a dog walking again. So, yeah, but
That's good. Good to get out.
Thank you for your time, Chris.
No problem.